Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us on such a historic day, and thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the kind introduction. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Duncan. I want to thank you both for your remarks and your passion, but especially for all the work that you and your staffs have put into getting this legislation across the finish line. Speaker Ralston said it's a great day to be a Georgian and a great day to be in Georgia. Well, I'll tell you one thing, we got a great team that's been working hard the last several months, so thank you all for your hard work. I as well would like to thank the many organizations who are represented here today, who not only helped to study and secure passage of this bill, but also provide the services and the advocacy that impact lives in such a real and personal way. I also want to acknowledge Attorney General Chris Carr, Insurance Commissioner General John King, Presiding Justice Michael Boggs of the Georgia Supreme Court, and members of the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities Board, including Lisa Joyner and others that are here with us today, as well as Judy Fitzgerald. I want to thank the First Lady, Marty Kemp, and our girls for their support on this legislation. Marty and I have been talking about this issue, especially the last 2 years, because we've seen it firsthand with the devastation of a global pandemic. Our girls are no different than any other children in our state and across the country that are facing difficult times and difficult issues today, many of them dealing with mental health type issues. I also want to thank Cherie Ralston for her support on this legislation and her support of the Speaker's good work. Today, as you all know, has been a long time coming. Back in 2019, when we created the Behavioral Health Reform Commission that Kevin Tanner has been chairing with distinction and passion, this ultimate outcome was exactly what we had hoped for. In the years since, elected officials, advocates, industry experts, and caring mothers and fathers have met and worked hard on what ultimately became this piece of legislation. I want to thank all of those who are here with us today, but also those that couldn't be with us, for the diligent work that they put in long before this legislative session began. With the passage of HB 1013, Speaker Ralston, Spiro Amburn, Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Macy McFall, every member of their staffs, Representatives Mary Margaret Oliver and Todd Jones, Senators Strickland, Burke, and Watson, again, Chairman Kevin Tanner of the Behavioral Health Reform and Innovation Commission, and everyone in the General Assembly that supported this legislation, which was everyone in the General Assembly. You have made history today. Thank you. Today we fulfill Speaker Ralston's vision and that of so many others who have partnered for this accomplishment, to bring hope to the many families across Georgia who have a loved one suffering from some form of mental or behavioral challenge. Today we reaffirm to those families and individuals that they matter, that they are cared for, and that their fellow Georgians will not turn a blind eye to their struggles any longer. Today we take the next step, a monumental step toward a Georgia where every person receives the help they need to fight and overcome whatever personal trials that they may face. Today we make sure that they do not fight alone. As Galatians 6:2 tells us, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the laws of Christ. As I said earlier, countless hours, years of research and policy discussions, and the hopes of tens of thousands of Georgians went into the bill that now sits on that table. Perhaps the greatest testament to the need for HB 1013, its importance, and its transformational power is the fact that in a time of great political division, this legislation passed with full bipartisan support. That unity is also a testament to the work put in long before this session gavelled in, crafting something that has the support of all parties. When Georgians come together, both in and beyond the General Assembly, we can do truly great and remarkable things. As I said earlier, that Speaker Ralston and the many men and women who have worked on this legislation and unanimously voted for its passage have made history. And we're about to make some more. So I say we sign this bill into law. God bless you, and thanks for being here.